Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, welcome back to Diego Knows. I of course am Diego, and today we're going to continue to talk about High Fidelity. That's right, High Fidelity, that wonderful movie from 2000. Now I hope everyone had a happy holidays. I know I sure did. Christmas is great, I love Christmas, but now Christmas is over. Okay, so I'm going back to finishing my review of High Fidelity from the year 2000. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I consider it a chick flick for guys because what this movie deals with relationships. Okay, it deals with heartbreak, it deals with falling in love, it deals with getting cheated on, it deals with all the insecurities that you face in dating. You know, does that person find me attractive? Do I find myself attractive? You know, what did I do wrong in the relationship? You know, how could I have done it better? Basically, all this shit that chick flicks deal with, but this time it's from a guy's point of view, and that's the big difference here. That's why I call it chick flicks for guys, because if you're a guy and you watch this movie, you will completely relate to it. If you're a straight guy, sorry. If you're a straight guy and you watch this movie, you will completely relate to it. Okay, you will understand, you know, whether you agree with the guy or not, whether you see yourself in the character or not. I know there's a lot of guys that are not like the main character here, Rob Gordon. Okay, I'm very similar to him, but he's a little bit more hyperbolic than I am. He's more melodramatic than I am, and I get it, it's a movie, okay? But he's extremely sensitive. He wears his heart on his sleeve, but he also acts like a guy. And that's why I appreciate John Cusack in this movie, because he acts like a guy. He's dealing with the same things that most chick flicks deal with: love, relationships. Does this girl like me? Why do they break my heart? All that kind of bullshit that you always see in chick flicks, but you never see it from a guy's point of view. Or if you do, the guy acts like a girl. Okay, and they've also done that before. This doesn't do that. Even though he's dealing with the same stuff that usually happens in chick flicks, he's dealing with it from a guy's point of view, and that's why I got to give this movie my highest recommendation, because this is a chick flick for men. Okay, this deals with the same topics that chick flicks deal with, but this time it's from a guy's point of view, playing by guys' rules, and that's the most important thing. Okay, he doesn't stop acting like a guy throughout the entire movie. He acts like a fucking guy. The things he thinks about are things that guys think about. Now, I'm not saying everyone doesn't think about them, of course not. Okay, but we tend to focus on certain things more than others. Okay, you'll find out that in a chick flick, you know, the woman's usually worried about whether the guy that cheated on her, whether she's in love with the other girl, or whether fucking the other girl it was just a piece of ass for him. Okay, whereas guys care more about whether or not she fucked another guy, as opposed to whether or not she was in love with another guy. Okay, see what I mean? That's the biggest difference here. And this movie plays by those rules, and that's why I appreciate it a lot. Okay, now I am Diego, and what I do here is I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view on movies. I usually review TV shows and movies, the chick shows and chick movies, chick flicks. Okay, but I give you a straight man's point of view. That's the point of view you didn't get when you watch this shit with your fucking girlfriends at your slumber parties, or your girls' night out drinking your fucking Cosmos with your gay friends. Fuck all that noise, okay? You're not getting any of that shit here. I'm gonna tell you the honest to God, straight man's point of view, whether you like it or not. Straight up, baby, with no lube. The real question is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't. All right. So let's continue where I was. Now, where I left off last time, we had a situation here with Rob. Okay, Rob, obviously his girlfriend dumped him the other day. Okay, Laura. Okay, Laura dumped him. He did not see it coming, so he spends the rest of the movie trying to figure out not only why did she dump him, but why did all of his girlfriends dump him? Why did he have his heart broken so many times? He's had his heart broken 5 major times in his life. He has had just fucking his heart torn out of his body. Okay, basically, that's how it feels to him, okay? The first one was when he was 14 years old, and then it never stopped from there. Okay, he says in the beginning of the movie, you know, every relationship he's had ever since he was 14 has been a scrambled version of that first relationship, okay? And in that relationship, when he was 14, he was kissing a girl, okay, after school every day, right before the Rockford Files, and then on the 4th day, they're supposed to kiss under the bleachers again, she caught him kissing another guy, a guy named Kevin Bannister, all right, who was his friend, okay? So basically, she cheated on him. She left him for another guy, and this is what continues to happen to him. So what he wants to know is why this keeps happening. Okay, so he gives us the audience. This movie's done in the first person. He talks to us, breaks the fourth wall, and he wants to know why does this keep happening to him. So he goes back through his dating history. He names his top 5 breakups that he's ever had. Okay, and he wants to explore. He tells us why they broke up, how that all happened, and how he got his feelings hurt because he's trying to figure out why his latest girlfriend dumped him. Okay, he can't figure it out. Okay. But through the course of this character study, we see that he's really in love with music. He owns a record shop. He's got 2 employees that work for him, Jack Black, whose character's name is Barry, and then some other guy named Dick, who's this skinny little nerdy soy boy. Okay, but they're all musical like savants. Okay, they know a shitload about music, particularly records. Okay, they know a shitload about albums. Okay, they can tell you the name of all the songs on a certain album and what year it came out. You know, all that kind of bullshit. Okay, they know all that shit, and Rob is just like them. So when he's at work, he's basically seriously hanging out with his friends when they're not selling records. They're doing trivia on each other on who knows the most about useless fucking information. Okay, these are my people. Okay, you substitute comic books with fucking records, and that's me right there. Okay, I mean, come on, look at that. Come on, obviously it is. Look at that. Come on. All right, so I totally relate to these people, and I'm also from Chicago. I'm from that neighborhood. I know where that store is in real life. Okay, I've been to the real store in real life. Okay. So this whole movie was filmed in my neighborhood in Chicago back when I used to live there. Okay, although I'm younger than John Cusack. John Cusack was in his 30s, early 30s. His character is like 32 years old, and I was in my early 20s when I saw this movie. So I understand the culture, the lifestyle. Okay, this is what it was like for us back in 2000, a little after 2000. All right, for me anyway. Okay, so he doesn't understand why his girlfriend dumped him, but then he finds out from his friend, their mutual friend, that she's been seeing another guy. He finds out that he does a little bit of detective work, not much, but he figures out that the other guy she's been boning behind his back, the reason she left him was their neighbor. Okay, now he doesn't live with them. He moved out 6 weeks ago, but now he just put two and two together. Oh my God, we used to listen to them fucking upstairs because he lived upstairs from them. So now he realizes that his girlfriend left him for the guy upstairs. Okay, that's who she left him for, and now he just figured it out because she didn't tell him. Okay, so now he's like, now he's all fucking pissed off. He's hurt. Okay, so now he's added Laura to the top 5 list. Okay, he had a fake name in there, a woman that meant nothing to him. He put her in there just so Laura wouldn't be on the list of the top 5 women that broke his heart the hardest. Okay, but now she's in there. Okay, so we've gone through his life. We've gone through his situations and stuff, his romances and how they all fucked him over in the end. Okay, so a lot of this movie is self-pity. It's a lot of him feeling sorry for himself, being depressed, being melancholy. Always wondering why fucking things don't work out, being shy, being nervous, being scared that every girl he meets that he ends up liking is gonna fucking break his heart. Okay, he's scared to death of this, and he tries to hide it with anger. He hides it with frustration. He has fantasies out loud. He does all these fucking things to keep himself from fucking having a meltdown. Okay, but he does have a meltdown, and he can't help it. Okay, he can't fucking help it. All right. So anyway, so all this is going on here. Okay, he goes to the store. He's working at the store. Okay, and while he's on the phone with somebody, his real life sister Joan Cusack plays the character Liz. That's the mutual friend he has with Laura. That's Laura's best friend. She walks into the store, calls him a fucking asshole, and then walks out of the store. He's just like, okay, now we're caught up. All right, so basically, she walks out of the store. Okay, now Rob, the next scene that we see here, Rob is at the Green Mill bar. Now the Green Mill bar is a lovely little fucking dive bar that I've been to. It's been around for a long time. Al Capone used to drink there. Okay, that was one of his favorite hangouts. That's how old this fucking bar is. Okay, yes, I have been there. I've been there several times. It's on the north side. Okay. It's actually on 4802 North Broadway. So if you ever want to go to Chicago and go there, it's still there. I know, I was there. I was in Chicago last year. It's still there. Okay, 4802 North Broadway. Okay, the Green Mill. I just remember going there like in the winter. It's north of Wrigley Field. Okay. It's over on the corner of Broadway and Lawrence, okay, just north of Boys Town. Okay, so basically, if you're in Wrigley Field, that's 1060 West Addison. Okay, that's Addison and Clark. Okay, for the 2 blocks north of that location is Boys Town. Okay, that's where all the gay people hang out. That's where the gay people live. All right. So north of Addison is Irving Park, and north of that is Montrose, and then north of that, okay, that's where the Green Mill is. That's Lawrence. Okay, so those 2 blocks consisting of Irving Park and Montrose, that's all the gay neighborhood. But just north of that, on Lawrence, there is the Green Mill on Broadway and Lawrence. Okay, it's been around for a long time. They got like a little shrine to Al Capone in there. Even the furniture in there looks like it's from the 1920s. Okay, it was a speakeasy back in the day, back when alcohol was illegal, obviously. Okay, but now that it is legal, okay, they still kind of like a shrine. It's a piano bar. It's a dive bar. You go in there, you get fucked up with your friends. Me and my friends used to go in there plenty of times, not all the time. We went there maybe once a month or so, but we would go. That was one of our favorite places to go and just get fucked up and hang out with our friends and shit after work or whatever, So yeah, so I've been there several times. I have gotten shit faced there several times. I've even been in there on times where I reference this movie, where I would tell the bartender, "Hey, I just saw this movie on DVD, man. This is where there's a scene that takes place in here. John Cusack was sitting right here where I'm sitting right now. That kind of, when he's talking to the camera." Okay, yeah, so I remember that back in the day, because I think this movie came out in 2000, but I think I saw it like around 2003, 2004, because I was still active duty in the Marines when this movie came out, so I couldn't just go to the fucking theater whenever I felt like it to go see it. Okay, I had to wait till it was on. until it came to DVD. But then I did go see it in a theater because the Century Mall, which is right there on Diversey and fucking Clark. The Century Mall, they have like an artsy fartsy movie theater in there where they show just independent like artsy movies in there, and I did see it in there like in 2004, I think it was. But anyway, I digress. The point is, I've been in the Green Mill Mall. It's a very nice place. I love it. It's a Chicago staple. If you're ever in Chicago, you got to go there. Okay, you gotta go there and get fucked up. Now, I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink, yes, I have partied many times. In fact, this whole fucking movie, I've been to freaking every place in the whole fucking movie, okay? So I've probably got shit-faced in every fucking scene in this fucking movie, all right? Or I've taken a piss on the wall of every fucking place that you see in this fucking movie, all right? Hey, it's my neighborhood. It's my neighborhood. Now, the Green Mill is not in my neighborhood, but it is a place where we used to go and get fucked up. Okay, anyway, moving right along. So he's sitting there at the Green Mill smoking a cigarette. He's chain smoking throughout this whole movie. You think Sex and the City was bad? Fucking Rob Gordon's a lot worse than Sex and the City than Carrie Bradshaw. He's just every fucking scene he's smoking. I used to smoke back then, so I didn't notice it when I first saw this movie because I was a smoker back then. Now I'm looking at it, oh my God, the fucking cigarettes. Oh God, because I can't stand it anymore. I haven't smoked in very many years since I've had a cigarette. I can smell it now. I couldn't smell it back then because I was smoking back then. I was a stupid young kid. Anyway. He's there and he's talking to us in the first person, all right? At the Green Mill Ball, and there's a sign there on top of the piano. There's a picture of Al Capone. There's a sign on top of the piano that says Al Capone drank here often, which he did, okay? So he tells us there, while he's sitting there looking at the camera, he's talking to us, he tells us that how we met Laura, okay? So it turns out that he used to be a DJ at Double Door. That's another bar I used to go to. That's right there in Wicker Park, Bucktown. That's Milwaukee, North Avenue, and Damon. Okay, I don't think it's there anymore, but it was called the Double Door. They had a stage there, okay, for live bands. Like I remember seeing Southern Comfort on the Skids there and hooking up with the lead singer's fucking girlfriend while he was on stage. I'm so evil. Anyway, well, I was back then. I'm good now. I got an example. I'm a father. I got an example. Anyway, the point is that, that's another club called the Double Door, which is right there in Wicker Park, Bucktown. Okay, so I used to go there a lot too. Anyway, he's DJing there one night. And a girl comes up to him, it's Laura, and she tells him, hey, this is a cool song. He's like, oh, yeah, it is, He doesn't really flirt with her or anything, but he waits for her, which is kind of creepy, actually, for them to leave, okay? So he's standing there waiting for her to come out of the club after it's closed, and she comes out with her girlfriends. He stops her, he says, hey, listen, I just want to let you know that, if you come by next week on Saturday, I'm going to be DJing again, and I'll make a tape for you, because we had audio, because there was there was DVDs back then, but not everybody had it, okay? You couldn't record on it, okay? So he was making tapes, okay? There was no fucking Bluetooth back then. There was no fucking Pandora, none of that shit. So he tells her, hey, I'll make you a tape, the music that I played tonight, and I'll give it to you if you come by next week, Saturday, same time, that kind of thing. So she's like, okay. That kind of bullshit, Anyway, they end up falling in love. We see a quick montage of them going to different places. He's like whispering sweet nothings in her ear and she's laughing. At a bar, they go to another bar. They're going to all these different places together. Eventually they start boning each other, and then next thing you know, they're moving in, okay? So it's a quick montage of how they fell in love, all right? Okay, and he says that it was the happiest he'd ever been. He tells us this when he's thinking about that relationship, okay? It's the happiest he's ever been. He says that she was a legal aid when he first met her, okay, before she became a full-blown lawyer, okay, and like I said, she complimented his music, okay. He hasn't met, and he also says the reason he went out with her was because since he started being he was new as a DJ, okay, but since he had started being a DJ, he had not met like a fucking 9 or a 10 yet. Okay, and then he says, that's the whole reason I became a DJ is to fuck hot women, okay? And since I've started DJing, I haven't fucked any hot women. Which kind of ruins the purpose of me becoming a DJ, which is true. Every DJ I know has fucked a lot of hot girls or married some super hot girls. I have seen, that is true. That's one of those jobs you get. If you want to get laid a lot, become a fucking DJ at a club. Okay, you will get laid fucking insane. Doesn't matter what you fucking look like. You will get laid to shit, man. Okay, you won't be able to fuck anymore. You'll get laid so many times. It's so fucking true. Okay. Also, if you're a fucking drug dealer, you'll get fucking laid like a motherfucker too. But that's illegal. Okay. And I don't do drugs either. Okay. But I do know some people that do that, and they get laid as shit. How do you think the fucking hot girls pay when they don't have money? Exactly. Yeah. Did you think of that? Of course not. All right. Anyway, I found that out though. Okay. Anyway, so moving right along. So this is the first really hot girl. And I gotta be honest with you, the actress that plays Laura, she's okay. She ain't fucking, I wouldn't fucking go to war with fucking Troy over her. Okay, I wouldn't. I mean, she's pretty, but I mean, there's lots of pretty girls in Chicago. What's so special about her? I don't get it. I don't get why Rob fell in love with her above all the other girls. He talks about how beautiful she was and all this kind of shit. But I mean, I'm looking at her and she ain't that good. She ain't all that. She's okay. She's above average, definitely. But I wouldn't fucking, like I said, I wouldn't go to war with Troy for her. You know, but anyway, but he's got her on the pedestal. So, and I do understand that. I know what it's like to have a girl on the pedestal. I know what it's like to fucking worship the ground that a girl walks on because you're so fucking in love. It's fucking stupid and it's immature. But what is Rob Gordon? He's a 32-year-old fucking stupid, immature guy. Okay, he's still stuck being 14, the first girl that broke his heart. Okay, so anyway, he's there. He hasn't had any success with any hot women until Laura, and that's debatable. Okay, that's very subjective. Okay, but he hadn't had any hot women since Laura. And that's the reason he became a DJ, was to fuck the hot girls. Okay, so we saw that montage of everything, you know, the bar hopping, and finally she moved in. Okay. Now Rob talks to us and he tells us, you know, that she didn't make. He says, Laura did not make me feel anxious. Okay, or ill at ease. You know, I was comfortable around her. You know, she made me feel good. Everything was fine when I was with her. You know, I wasn't scared. I wasn't super anxious. I wasn't nervous, you know. He says, it sounds boring, you know, but it wasn't. It wasn't boring, you know. It wasn't spectacular either. It wasn't super great, but it wasn't fucking super bad either. You know, it was just, you know, it was just good. It was just really, really good. Now, that is honest to God true. When I think about like some really good relationships that I've had, that's the way it was. It wasn't super fucking I'm in love with you, fucking Titanic, I'm the king of the world. And it wasn't a fucking shithole fucking relationship where I couldn't see a way out, where I was struggling to get out of. Okay, it wasn't like that either. Okay, it was somewhere in the middle. Okay, unfortunately, that is a death knell to your relationship. Okay, when things get comfortable, that's when you need to start being afraid. Okay, I know it sucks, okay, and I know there's probably examples, well, I know there's examples where that didn't happen, okay, but in my personal experience, once things get comfortable, that's when the red flags start to come out. That's the danger signs, okay, for me anyway. It might not be for you. I'm sure plenty of you out there fucking had, oh, no, it's been comfortable for 35 years now. I don't know what you're talking about, Diego. You know, that kind of, I'm sure, okay. But for him, he's like, okay, you know, this woman doesn't make me feel like the fucking king of the world, but she doesn't make me feel like shit either. You know, when I'm around her, I feel comfortable. I can be myself. I feel at ease. You know, I feel like I'm home. When I'm with her, I feel like I'm at home. You know, nothing super great, but nothing super bad either. It's just good. It just feels good. Like, you know, that's my median right there. It's good. Okay, not boring, good. Okay, and that's, you know, and that sounds boring to the average person, okay, especially with immature women. They always want to fucking feel super high and super excited and super in love all the fucking time, okay. But guys, we don't necessarily want that, ladies. We don't, okay. If we're in the good place, we want to stay there. We want to stay there. That's the comfortable temperature. Okay, we don't want it to get too fucking cold. We don't want it to get too fucking hot. We want it to be right there in the comfort zone, the comfortable temperature. Okay, that's how we measure our relationships. That's how we know things are good. Okay, is when it's comfortable. Okay, not when it's super fucking great, and not when it's super fucking shitty. When it's comfortable. Okay, ladies, unfortunately, they don't want that. They want drama. They want it to be really fucking great or really fucking bad, so they can complain about it. They want it to be really fucking good so they can brag to everyone about how great they are. They want it to be really fucking bad so they can fucking complain to everyone how their life fucking sucks and everyone else's doesn't. Okay, so yeah, you know, that's how it is. The guys, we're good when things are just comfortable. I know that makes no sense for someone who's not fucking driven by estrogen, okay, but it's fucking true, okay, it really is, okay. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be sexist or nothing. It's just what I've seen. These are my personal experiences, my personal anecdotes, okay. This is how I see it. I'm gonna call it as I see it. Like I said, straight up, baby, no lube, all right. Okay, so if it's bad, and the reason I say it's because, like, if the relationship is bad, okay, you know, it's like you gotta save the relationship. If it's bad, if a man sees their relationship as being bad and they love the woman, they're gonna try to find a way to fix their relationship, okay? But if it's good, you know, then the guy has to fucking maintain that good all the fucking time. You know, if everything's great and everyone's in love and everyone's fucking, it's all sunshines and fucking rainbows, then the guy feels it's his responsibility to keep it that way all the fucking time. And nobody can do that. Nobody can maintain that all the fucking time. Sometimes, guess what, ladies? You're gonna have to fucking do it. Yeah. You know? Well, that's not my job. Yeah. Sexism goes, the fucking feminism goes right out the window when the woman has to fucking do this work, right? See what I mean? Anyway. I digress. Okay, the point is that no one feels great all the fucking time. But if a guy feels that he has to maintain that wonderful happiness all the fucking time, he can't do it. It's unrealistic to expect him to do that. It's unrealistic for him to fucking make you feel sunshine and rainbows all the fucking time. Nobody can fucking do that. You sure as fuck don't do that for us, but we cope. We're like, hey, that's why we're like, hey, it doesn't have to be super great all the time. It doesn't have to be super bad all the time. When it's right here, it's comfortable. It's good. It's good. And that's enough for me. See what I mean? Okay, that's too much pressure to put on a guy. to fucking always have to fucking have a relationship, always be great all the fucking time. So Rob says, like, so how come, so Rob tells us, he goes, so you're probably wondering how come suddenly I'm an asshole, huh? He's like, well, I got a feeling that Liz she had a meeting with Laura, and I'm pretty sure Liz, being who she is, she stuck up for me. She kind of rooted for me and tried to convince Laura to come back to me. Okay? And then Laura revealed at least 2 of these 4 important things. These 4 pieces of information. Okay? And she probably revealed this information to Liz because they've already broken up. Okay, Laura's already dumped him. Okay, so she's got nothing to lose now. What's she gonna do by revealing this information, okay? If they were still together, this would have caused the breakup. But they've already broken up, so it's redundant to fucking, just to not say it, okay? Just fucking say it. She's gonna tell Liz why they broke up, okay? Stuff that Liz did not know. So Rob tells us, number 1, I slept with someone else while she was pregnant. Okay, so now we're going into his fault, okay? See, that's the difference between this movie and your typical chick flick, okay? In the chick flick, you don't really see the girl do anything wrong. It's the guy that did something wrong, and he's got to make up for it and get her back, win her back at the end, okay? This doesn't do that. This tells you, yes, it's a guy movie from a guy's point of view, but guess what? There's a lot of fault that's his own. Holy shit! A lot of it is his own fault, okay? He's done some fucked up things too. He's not asking you, he's asking you to feel sorry for him, but once he reveals this information, now instead of feeling sorry for him, you start to be like, okay, well, you kind of did this to yourself. So you need to fucking suck it up and own up to what you fucking did, okay? It's not all her fault. It was never all her fault, okay? Whereas a chick flick, it'd always be the guy's fault, okay? But this isn't that, okay? This is legitimately, he's contributed to the downfall of his relationship, okay? He's done it. Okay, he just didn't want to go there, okay? But the point of this movie is he realized that he accepts it, and now he's got to do something about it. He's got to try to make amends for it. He's got to fucking do something about it. And guess what? It wasn't all as bad as it came out to be, okay? A lot of it was still her fault, okay? But we'll get to that. So number 1, he admits that, hey, yeah, I slept with another girl while she was pregnant. She probably told Liz that, okay? Number 2, that because I cheated on her with another woman, that contributed to Laura having an abortion. Ooh. And the whole time he's admitting this to us, we see the scene where Laura's telling this to Liz, and Liz is like, no, no, you know, like that, okay? We see Liz's reaction, okay? Number 3, okay? After the abortion, he says Rob borrowed a large sum of money, about $4,000, okay, from her, and has not, as of to date, paid any of it back. Oh man, digging your own hole here. Oh yeah, okay. I'm starting to understand now why Laura dumped him. Okay, I am. All right, but I knew that he wasn't perfect. Okay, even the first time I saw this movie, I knew that something he must have done something that pissed her off. Okay, something. All right. Okay, and then so Liz's reaction is, "You bastard!" Well, yeah, of course. Okay. Number 4. Shortly before Laura dumped him, okay, he had told her that he was kind of unhappy with the relationship, and that he was maybe looking around for something better, you know, something else. Okay, so those are the 4 big things, all right? So now Rob looks at us the way I'm looking at you right now. He says like, okay, did I do and say those things? Yes, I did. I am a fucking asshole. Liz's reaction is, that is shocking. That is shocking. Okay, so now we know why she walked into her store and called him an asshole. Okay, now we know. All right. And now, not to make excuses for Rob, okay? Yes, he was an asshole. I've been an asshole myself in real life too, so I understand, you know, yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to admit, but yeah, so sometimes we cause our own demise. Me personally, right there where he said like, hey, I cheated on her, okay? Right there, let me tell you something, okay? And I'm talking from experience here, okay? If you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend, guys, if you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend, if you're not like fucking Harry Styles or Hugh Hefner, or, you know, or someone like that, if you're not one of those guys, okay, and you cheat on your girlfriend, just fucking write off the relationship right now. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Because even if she fucking forgives you, she'll never fucking forgive you. Okay? She'll always fucking throw that in your fucking face for the rest of your fucking life. Okay? This will be her excuse to fucking treat you like shit for the rest of your fucking life. Okay? So if you've already made that decision, do it. There's something I've learned from girls, okay, that I have learned from women, is that if you fuck around, just automatically write her off. Write her off. Forget, you got to roll the dice and take your chances. Okay? Me personally, if I'm cheating on a girl, then I already know, in the back of my mind, I already know that if she finds out, our relationship is done. It's done if she finds out. It is done. I'm not expecting forgiveness. I'm not expecting her to take me back. I'm sure it's fucking not going to beg her forgiveness either. Okay? I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing, and I did it anyway. So if she finds out, it's on me. Now, I'm not talking about marriage. Marriage, that's a whole other thing, okay? Now we're talking fucking, who's keeping the house, and she's gonna fucking take your paycheck and all that kind of shit. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just like boyfriend, girlfriend, okay? If you cheat on your girlfriend, okay, just in your mind, you gotta know that when she finds out, if she finds out about it, okay, your relationship is done. It's done, okay? Best case scenario, she's gonna cheat on you, and then she'll forgive you, okay? Fuck that noise, okay? If you're gonna do it, just fucking do it. Automatically know that you will never get her back. Okay, it's done. That's the way I looked at it. Okay, some relationships, yeah, I fucked around, but I already knew in the back of my mind that our relationship is done. It's done. And I learned that from girls. Girls taught me that, okay? Automatically, you need to write her off automatically. So that way, if she does come up to you and say that hey, I found out, and I've got proof right here, then you're like, oh, all right, you caught me. All right. Okay, I'll be, they say, we're breaking up, all right? You want to take over the apartment or do you want to move out? Which one? Okay, that's the conversation we would have. Okay, there would be I'm so sorry, sweetheart, please. No, fuck that noise. Beta men do that. Beta men do that. Don't do that. Okay. And let me tell you something, guys. Okay, and you ladies that are about to hear this, I know you're pissed off right now, but like I said, straight man's point of view. Okay, guys, if you're the type of guy that can fuck hot women, what the fuck are you doing with a girlfriend? What the fuck are you doing with a girlfriend? Okay? All you're gonna do is make her jealous, okay? And if she's jealous that you can fuck hot girls, only one or two things is gonna happen, okay? Number one, she is going to fucking not trust you at all and want to know what the fuck you're doing and demand that you fucking answer to her at all fucking times. She wants to know who you're with, why you're there, when you're coming back, and she'll send people to check up on you to make sure you're not fucking around someone else, okay? That's one. The other option is because she feels insecure that all these hot women like you, she's gonna fuck around on you. And when you catch her, she's gonna be like, well, you're the ones I was getting hit on by women. How come you can do it, but I can't? She's gonna do that shit too, okay? So neither one of those situations is good. You won't be caught in those situations, okay? So guys, if you're already fucking a lot of girls, just fuck a lot of girls, okay? Now, if you're adamant, oh no, I wanna do a relationship, okay, then you need to find a girl. They exist. You need to find a girl who's okay with you fucking other girls, okay? Now, if you're a high-value man, if you're like a fucking Leo DiCaprio or some shit like that, you can easily get that, okay? Find a girl that'll be okay. She'll be your girlfriend, but she'll be more than happy to let you fuck other hot girls, okay? You will, okay? So if you're not that, you need to turn yourself into that. Not a successful movie, so be successful at something, okay? Be the life of the party. Be Mr. Popularity. Okay, you've got to do, it's not necessarily money, okay? Fucking read books on fucking sex, okay? Be the best fucking lover she's ever fucking had. That makes you more valuable to her, okay? Money also makes you valuable, okay? But you don't necessarily have to be rich. Let me tell you something, a guy who can fucking crack jokes like crazy and be the life of the party is a hell of a lot more valuable to a girl than a millionaire whose personality of a paper fucking bag, okay? So you're gonna have to up your fucking game. You're gonna have to level up if you want to be that kind of a guy, all right? So don't expect a miracle from her and then you don't expect nothing out of yourself. No, and that's not what I'm saying at all, okay? If you want that, you need to be that. You need to be what a girl like that would want, okay? If not, fuck it, all right? You're playing again, you're risking your relationship. Now, if you love the girl completely, why the fuck do you want to cheat on her? Okay? Why would you do that to her? Like I said, even if she forgives you, she's never gonna fucking forget it. She's gonna throw that in your fucking face for the rest of your life. So why do it? You know? Sometimes you just gotta fucking accept the other person, all right? There's a downside. Downside to that, she's gotta accept you too, you know? So you're asking the same of her as you're asking out of yourself, okay? But do it because you want to. Stay faithful to your girl because you want to. Stay faithful to your girl because you love her and you don't want to fuck it up, so a good thing, okay? Stay faithful to her for that, okay? And hopefully, she's the same way, all right? Anyway, but I know it's like fucking winning the lottery. But anyway. Okay, so Rob is he's walking to the train station now, and he's talking to us, and he's trying to explain himself, okay? He's going to give us his side of the story. He says, okay, first of all, the money. Laura had it, I didn't, okay? And she wanted to give it to me, okay? I didn't pay her back because so far I haven't been able to. My store's been losing money. I haven't been able to come up with the money to pay her back. If I could have made the money, I would have paid her back. Of course I would have. You know, but she knew I was suffering. She knew I was hurting, and she offered that money to me. Okay, she wanted me to take it. That makes sense. See, that's probably the part she didn't tell Liz. Okay, that she basically fucking, no, take the money, shut up, and just fucking take the money, pay me back when you can. Okay, and that's what he did. But now, because they've broken up, it's like, he still owes me it. You see what I mean? All right. He's like, you know, and just because, and he tells, he says, just because Laura's fucking some other guy, that doesn't make me $5,000 richer. Okay, so just because she cheated on me, that doesn't mean that now all of a sudden, now I have the money to fucking pay her back. I don't. Okay, so that's understandable too. That's understandable too, all right? So he's not this totally evil person, okay? He's like, now the stuff about me looking for somebody else, he's like, well, she tricked me into saying that, okay? We were having a sort of this State of the Union moment, and where she told me, you know, that we were unhappy, you know, and did I agree? She said, are we unhappy in our relationship? And did I agree? And I said, yes. Okay. And then she asked me if I ever thought about meeting other people, you know? And I immediately asked her if she ever thought about meeting other people. And she immediately said, of course I have. And then I said, well, then I have too. You see, she tricked me into saying that, which is true. And now I realize that she was just absolving herself because she was already fucking in. This was an array of rationalizing, of clearing her conscience. But she was already fucking the other guy. It was a sneaky lawyer trick, and I fell for it because Laura is a lot smarter than me. And that's true. That's semantics, okay? That's just fucking rationalization, okay? She tricked him into admitting that he's attracted to other women. Now she can throw that in his face. Oh, you said you were looking for other people, so don't blame me for fucking that other guy. You said you were doing that too. You say, bullshit. She tricked him into that, okay? So it wasn't the way she told Liz. Oh yeah, he just out of the blue said, hey, yeah, you know, I'm kind of looking for other people. That's not how it happened at all, okay? So he's on the Red Line train. He's going north to Howard, okay? If you're from Chicago, you know where the Red Line train is. He's going north towards Howard, okay? I just saying that because I recognize it. I'm from Chicago. It's my neighborhood. Okay. Now he says, like, and I didn't know she was pregnant. He's like, I didn't know she was pregnant, okay? Of course I didn't know. All right? When I cheated her, I did not know she was pregnant, okay? Because she didn't tell me she was pregnant. Okay? Because I told her that I had cheated on her. That's why she didn't tell me she was pregnant. Okay? So I didn't find out till like way later. Okay? And when she told me, I went to this self-righteous mode, like, yeah, hey, it's my baby too. You know? Blah, 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 blah. Of course, if I'd known she was pregnant, I wouldn't have cheated on her. Of course I would not have, okay? You know, it's not like I knew she was pregnant and then I fucking cheated on her. No, I didn't find out till way after. The abortion, I didn't find out till the way after. She'd already done it. You know, which, you know, brings us up to date. And he's like, fuck. Who needs a drink? You know. All right. So yes, there's a lot of guilt going around here, okay? There's a lot of blame all the way around in this relationship, okay? You got Laura was fucking around, but you're starting to understand a little bit more now why Laura was fucking around. Me personally, I thought the first time I saw this movie, I was wondering, why would she fuck the neighbor, okay? Talk about like hurting your boyfriend, okay? That's someone, you know, if you're gonna cheat on your boyfriend, cheat on with someone he doesn't know. Don't cheat on him with a fucking neighbor, especially after you both heard him having sex up there. Now he's gonna feel like he's sexually inadequate. Okay, you know, that was a low blow. I couldn't understand why she would do that. She's a fucking bitch, and why the fuck is he crying over a girl who treats him like shit? Now I understand. Well, he cheated on her. Now we didn't see him cheat on her. We don't even know what the girl looks like. So I'm gonna raise a bullshit flag right there. Let me say, if you're gonna give me a movie where a guy admits that, hey, I cheated on my girlfriend, and that's why I'm going through all this shit, I want to see who the fucking girl is. I want to see if he should have kept that girl instead of this one. Okay, but we don't get to see it. We know nothing about it. But obviously, Robert does not have a bad time getting girls, a hard time getting girls. Okay, in the book, High Fidelity, he actually fucks girls that have boyfriends. You know, he was fucking one of his friend's girlfriend in high school. That actually happened in the book. So he knows what it's like to fucking to be the guy that's fucking your friend's girlfriend. He knows what that's like to be that too. He's not as innocent as he appears in this movie. So I'm glad they finally started showing some of the shit that he did wrong. Okay, you know, to kind of make him more human, more relatable. This is what I'm talking about, relatable. Okay, ladies, if you want a character, a girl that's relatable, you got to show her the bad shit she did and the good shit she did. You can't just have her be all the good shit she did and blame all the guy on shit. All right, that's not the way it works in real life. That's not the movie I want to fucking see. Anyway, so I'm going to stop my review right here, and I'll be back shortly to continue my review of High Fidelity. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.